good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to this mentorship table. Please pull up your chair and join us. My name is Edida, and I am always extremely honored to co-host you with my father, a man of God, a father to very many people, and a shepherd. He will introduce himself.
Greetings, viewers. I am so glad I'm together with my daughter, Edita. We have had great times together, and I believe even this is going to bless you. Welcome aboard and enjoy the ministry. Thank you very much.
And today, we are continuing with our subject of mentorship and how a mentor can help you shape your purpose. And we are going to discuss deeply on how to live a life that is meaningful. A meaningful life. How do you get to live a life that is meaningful, a life of purpose, a life that follows your calling? But before that, I want to begin with a teaser for my dad. Dad, looking at you, it's difficult to imagine you young and in your school days. Just tell the viewers, when you were younger and in school, what were you punished for the most?
A few days ago, my grandson, who lives in America, was doing a project on his grandfather.
Oh,
And
wow.
he asked me the same question.
Really?
No, not quite. How were you like a teen? So he asked me, how were you like a teen? I was so active a character that most of the problems I had was absenteeism from school. I'll be out there, out in the open, running around with my friends, forgetting time. And I think part of my problem was I will not keep time to be in school and be able to concentrate, because my mind was like, if you're in a classroom, you're in prison. And I was an outdoor thing. And so we got into problems with that. But then later on, when I became a bit older, I was looking at this restlessness as an ability to traverse the nation, to traverse the world. It was then. But I mean, they were trying to shape me and bringing me into order. And maybe that time I needed to be into order, otherwise I could go wild.
Wow, thank you. And that restlessness has been useful to all of us. And then, what would you think I was punished for the most?
I don't even think you're different from me, because you also look like a person so full of life. I was not sure whether you were stubborn, as it were. Maybe you were, but I think you too, an outgoing character, somebody who loves to be out there and do things. Is that a good guess?
It's very close, of course, but I'll make it more closer.
Clarify.
I was punished the most for talking a lot and for laughing a lot.
Yeah, well, laughing is different, but talking a lot is a problem.
I would. So if they found noise in the class, they would say, Edida, come.
Number one, ringleader.
If people made noise and laughed, Edida, come.
Yeah.
And the interesting thing is that now I talk for a living.
Yeah, why not?
I'm a trainer, and I stand on my feet the whole day and talk. And honestly, I can train for a week straight on every day, morning to evening, and I won't get tired.
Yeah.
So teachers, please don't punish kids for being them. Shape them into who they should become.
Yes.
And with that, I want to hear more about our dad. As a man of a calling, a man who was taking a certain direction, and then you had a calling and changed gear. Just tell us what it means to you to live a life of meaning or a life of purpose.
A life of purpose and a life of meaning would come to be summarized under a life that can give you contentment, fulfillment. I was very far from those things when I began to be disciplined in a direction. I wanted to grow wild and unpruned and untamed because I was a hyper. But my father was a very disciplinarian person, and he really shaped me very, very much. When I left my father, I went to school. I also had teachers at our time who cared for every single student and followed us very carefully that whatever he said before us, we are going to achieve it. I wasn't a stupid fellow. I got grade 1 to go into a training college. I got there. I was, of course, myself active and all kinds of stuff. But I think what changed things most was when I gave my life to Christ in the second year of my training. That began to give me to order my life in such a way that I wanted to please God with my life. I wanted to walk properly. I wanted to be exemplary because I even got into leadership, and therefore many are looking at me. So I wanted to be an example in many ways. That began to shape my thinking. And what is shaping my thinking mean? It means then I should be exemplary in my academics. So I work hard to get good grades. I should be very exemplary in my relationship. We were in a co-educational school where there were boys and girls, and I wanted to know how to relate both with boys and with girls and be an example there. I also wanted to be an example in sports. So I was doing sports where I could do my sports, and I was doing them very well. And so at the end of my training in 4 years, I was a very satisfied student, except for the fact that I was posted away from home, from Arua up to Lira. Now, that's not close, that's very far. And when I went to Lira, I wanted to be in a setting where I can know my neighbors. Suddenly, I got into an environment where my house was surrounded by prostitutes. And I got out when I got into my house, and I made an announcement. I said, I'm a born-again teacher. I come from this school here, and I'm a teacher there. And they were looking at me like, what kind of stranger is this? But my point was, get to relate with people. Get to build relationship with people. I think part of what I find fulfilling is relating well with people, so that even after I got married, after 4 years in Lira, we left a lot of friends in Lira. To date, as I talk, we left Lira in 73. We are now in 2026. I have friends to date in Lira. So I find that the joy of being fulfilled is to relate well with people, to build relationship, to have friends with people, and to be able to contribute to them in one way or another. One of the things I find very fulfilling is giving to people. I am a giver. I love to give to people. I want to see somebody happy. Not that I had a lot, but even what I had, I could give. I remember in Mukono, I had 3 shirts. Seriously, 3 shirts. One for church, one for class, and one for staying at home. In the days I was in Mukono, this country was really struggling with the economy. Owino you have now, we are not even there. So one day in the morning, God tells me, your Sunday best shirt, give it to a student, your college mate. So I took my shirt, I showed it to my wife. I said, now God wants me to give this to a student, so and so. He said, but that's the best shirt you have. I said, yeah. I said, okay, it's after you, you give it to him. Now, he had a shirt I knew of. I think it's washed in the evening, it's worn in the morning, every day. So I had 3, he had 1. So when I gave my 1, he had 2, I had 2. And I was happy. And I found, like, if you are really going to relate with people, you have to be generous. Share. And now that to me satisfies me. Now, fast forward. Today, when I have a home, I have a wife, I have children, I have grandchildren, my home with my wife in where we are living, none of our biological children are there. But that home is full of people. We sit around 15 people for a meal almost, or even more. Why? Because this giving aspect of building relationship with people became a calling. So now I find that for me to be satisfied is to see what I can do to somebody whom I know is in need. Now, if this country knew how to share their resources, corruption would be gone. And serious poverty will also be gone. I mean, we have
That's true.
enough resources in this country that if we are able to share with this other something, the very rich people or the very poor people will not be there. Now, is that a paradise, is that an ideal place? Of course not. But if our attitude was to give, I believe that many people would be very, very lifted up. And if you had a joy to give, for me, I'm joyful when I'm giving.
Wow. Wow. So would you say your purpose is to give?
My purpose is to make somebody happy.
Okay.
Do you agree?
I am happy. I think you're doing that very
You
well.
know, many of us...
I'm happy by having you here. I'm happy doing this with
what
you.
is really serious is that I don't do it to everybody, but I do it to people God brings to me. I cannot do it for everybody, but it has given me a gift of creating friendship wherever we have lived. In Lira, we had friends. In Mukono, we had friends. In Arua, where we lived, we had friends. Right now, where we are living, we have people who treasure us because we treasure them. So I find relationship a very purposeful living in life. Because then you are not alone, and you understand that people will come to mean a lot to you. And as you know, God is a very relational God.
He is. And that's the command, love your neighbor.
Exactly.
As yourself.
It's not always obeyed, but it still remains there. It is our ultimate achievement if we can love your neighbor as you love yourself. And that presupposes that you know God loves you. Because you love the Lord because he loves you. That's the Bible.
You know God loves you and you love yourself.
And
actually.
Because that's why you love your neighbor as you love yourself. That's the point. If you don't love yourself, I think loving your neighbor is hard because you don't know what love is.
Yes, you don't know what love looks like.
And then love is visible through knowing his love for you.
That's very deep.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, please come up. Come up.
Love is visible.
Don't go sink down there. You come up.
Love is visible. I'm still seeing it by you knowing God's love for you. So that you can know how to love yourself and then love others as you love yourself.
And for me, it has helped me in the work I do. The work I do, for example, where we live now, many of my counterparts at my social level would have never gone into rural areas, would have never gone to the village. But for us, we had a love and fell in love with this place. First of all, we didn't even know what to fall in love with because the environment was not lovable. But there were people there, and we are concerned about people. We came to love the people. We came to appreciate them. And you know, it began to open up things for us, open up people for us, open up opportunities for us, open up developmental attitude to people who we never thought we could rally together to do things. And because they knew that their leader loves them, they began to respond. We started off in this particular area in 1987 in a wilderness setting. But give us a few years, we totally saw a change in attitudes and a change in the environment.
Yeah, so you've shared before that you did not actually want to go into full-time ministry.
No, I did not.
But here you are.
Oh, yeah, and enjoying it.
Enjoying it, but having served to the apex.
Yep.
Of the Church of Uganda.
Nothing beyond that.
Just share that journey with us.
Shall we have time?
A bit.
Okay. It started with God literally putting me in a corner. Because when he put a pressure on me to leave a teaching profession, I was already beginning to grow in. I had not even done much. I was only for 4 years in service, not even with gratuity and pensionable. He says, now leave that alone and move on. My picture of ordained ministry was very negative. I looked at the clergy, I looked at their behavior, I looked at their background, I looked at their hardships and all those kind of things. I said, Lord, no, don't take me there. Use me as a lay person. I'm okay, I'm happy, I'm preaching, people are getting saved, I'm discipling people. Do I really have to put on that collar? The person who impressed me most was the late Bishop Janani Luum, then my bishop. He saw a leader in me. He said, no, we want you to go into ministry and be a leader. Oh, I struggled. I struggled to say yes to God in that. I even had a problem when I went to train in Mukono in my third year when I was arrested in Entebbe because I was preaching in a church. At the time, was really brutal. I came back to my college and I told my principal, I'm not in the right place. I really am not. I need to go out and preach. Well, then I went out after asking him to give me 3 days to go and seek the Lord and to pray. I went out, I went to pray, I went to fast and to ask God, God, am I in the right place? Third day, as I was exhausted, I was tired, God did a miracle. God brought for me a video screen of Jonah the prophet and began to challenge me with questions like, do you know this person? In my spirit, I could say, yes, I know this person. Do you know he's a prophet? Yes, I know, I remember he's a prophet. Do you know I sent him to go? I said, yes, I remember. Do you know he refused to go to where I sent him? I said, he refused. So the question that hit me on the head was this: did he ever get to where he wanted to go? Now, that was hard. I said, no. The harder question came, do you want to learn the lesson he learned? Now, who would like to be in the belly of a fish for 3 days just like that guy? I was crying. I said, no, Lord, I don't. He said, go back. I sent you myself to Mukono. I wanted you to be a different clergy. I wanted to use you there. Go back. So I came back. So when I came back to announce to the principal, sir, I am back and to stay. He was very happy. He was very happy. Then I finished in my 4th year, top of my class. What I thought I was going to face, I never did. I thought when they put a collar in your neck, then they tether you, then they put you in a zoo setting. They never did that to me. They gave me a free range, be the youth pastor for the whole diocese. Now, there was a free range. Then after that, be the archdeacon for the whole setting. Clergy under you, all these other people under you. Again, I'm free. Then I became the bishop over clergy, over people. So I never got restricted. I had my freedom. What I never saw for myself, God had seen, other people had seen. And there, the journey, although had a lot of difficulties, I was happy to face them one by one. Because my contentment was, I was doing the right thing to please God. And then mine was not promotion, high table, glory. No. God had warned me before, by the way, when he called me in Bali in 1973, he said to me, do not look for promotion, I'll give you promotion. Way before I even joined the ministry. Then he said to me, I will support you in any project I give to you. And then if you're faithful, I will be faithful to you. So I wasn't looking for promotion. I even didn't want to be a bishop to begin with, let alone this clergy thing. I never even wanted to be the archbishop. But he gave me the opportunity to serve people. So my promotion was service rather than eating, if you like. Because, in this country, when you're promoted,
it's eating.
Yeah, you're going to eat. Yeah, the eating is there. High tables are always there. I've always joked saying that as a bishop, your killers are mothers, you kill you by their kindness. At the table, they offer you this, they offer you that, and if your appetite is big, you're finished. But, mine was to serve God. And if I can serve my people, that's my joy.
Wow.
It's fairly long, but there we go.
Going back to when you were a child, wanting to connect with people always.
I was a leader.
With it. So
I was a leader.
Yeah. So when you get into your purpose and you work, especially in your calling, and you do your full-time work in that area, you don't struggle.
No, you don't.
You don't struggle, and you get more success because it comes naturally. You didn't look for promotion, but promotion found you because you were playing in your field of talent and of calling.
And I was happy.
Yes.
To do what I was doing.
Yes. You were enjoying what you were doing.
Satisfied.
Finding joy, finding everything. So coming back to you, our dear viewers, do you know what touches you? What makes you you?
Yeah.
What
You're wired for.
Yeah, what you're wired for, what you can do without even a pay, and you actually enjoy doing it over and over and over. You won't get tired. I was sharing here before that I can train for a full week
Without getting tired.
without getting tired. As long as I have a good audience, we are connecting, they are getting value, the transformation in the room, I can train for a full week. But put me in a garden for a day.
You're going to start wilting.
I just know that the gardening is not my calling.
Yeah.
There is, I think it goes back to where my father used to tell me,
tease
you will dig like your mother from January to December. So for me, digging touches a wrong nerve. We have a farm, and one time we went there, and my husband is energized by the soil. So we got there, and he started. So I tried here, I tried there.
It didn't work.
It needed 30 minutes, and I was exhausted. And I told him, let me go and fix something for you to eat.
Yeah.
I sat in the car and fixed it there because I had carried food anyway. But I sat there and waited until I would just take him porridge, and I would just take him this. I'm like, this thing is not for me.
That's not my lot.
But put me in a training room.
Then you're done.
I will be training, I'll be speaking, I'll be happy, enjoying it. It energizes me. So what is it that energizes you?
And you're wired for.
That you're wired for, that gives you energy that you cannot get tired of doing. That is likely where your purpose is.
Exactly.
And you can seek opportunities that are around that area.
Yeah.
Now for you, you may be energized by soil like the one I've just mentioned.
Yeah.
What about farming? Get in there. Maybe you are also energized by speaking. Why don't you do all this emceeing, all this training, all this whatever it is? Please find yourself. It is so sad for you to live your entire life trapped in an area.
That is it. That is it. Can I mention the truth?
Yes.
The truth is, if you cannot impact the area where you are planted, then you are losing the meaning of life. I believe that God gives us an area where he plants us, and he wants us to be. The picture Jesus gives us is the salt and the light.
Yes.
Both impact people.
Totally.
So if I'm going to be the salt in a place, then I really need to be salt which can be effective, because when salt loses its saltness, it's thrown out, people walk on it according to Jesus. And then Jesus also said, you don't light a lamp and hide it. You put it on a stand so that the light can be visible for people who are in the house. Now, if I am in a given place and I have not impacted anything, my life is wasted. I'm not even living according to the reason why God has placed me in a place. So I have seen that you, in whatever way you are, God will use you to impact one person, 2 people, 10 people, 40 people, depending on what he has put in you there.
Oh, multitudes.
Why don't you live your life for other people and allow other people to benefit from who you are by being near you and you are near them? And I don't think that we need to live a life of no purpose. No, I don't think so.
I don't think anyone was created to live with no purpose.
No, I don't think so either.
Otherwise, really, that would be God's...
a waste of material from the Lord. I mean, let's talk about a family. You have children, you have given them all the education you have given them, you have given yourself to them, you have trained them, you have given them all the opportunity. And they turned out to be useless. When you are finishing your life on earth, and you have nothing, you have no one to pass who you are, what you have to, you die a very miserable person.
Yeah.
Because actually when we have families, we want to say to ourselves, who I am and what I have should be passed on. And they should inherit something. Actually, the Bible says a righteous man leaves inheritance for his children's children. And much of that in their time, they're thinking about land, because land appreciates every time, ever since the days of Abraham. So if I don't have anybody who is responsible enough to receive what I have, I've wasted my time. And that's why sometimes in some other places, when people have wealth and they don't have families which are responsible, they donate it to foundation or to church or to somebody for a good purpose.
Yeah.
And I want to live a life where I can be of help and influence to somebody. You can do the same. I mean, there is so much in you there that can bless somebody. Some of you are compassionate. You can walk along people who are struggling. Some of you are practical. You can come and help somebody. Some of you are knowledgeable enough to assist somebody with their work, with their study. And some of you have money. You can use your money to impact people. And God will multiply any resource you use for somebody else. And that is biblical.
Thank you so much. And at whatever stage you are, just remember, you are created for a purpose.
Yep.
You may be a student in school, just know that you are there for a purpose, and you are shaping your purpose.
Correct.
Right there. Allow God to help you to use other people that are older than you, that are more experienced than you, to guide you so that you may be able to fit within your purpose and to walk to your destiny. There is so much there in you. It's like, I find purpose like this glass. The manufacturer makes it for something.
Yeah.
That it's going to hold liquid.
Yeah.
And because of that, he puts, this hole. So there is a way to hold the liquid. And so you pour the liquid in and you drink it and you use it so it becomes useful.
Sure.
Now, even you, for what you were created, you were fashioned for that. And so there is the personality, there is the skills that you gain, there are the people that God brings into your life so that they may be able to shape you and that you may be able to walk to your destiny and to the purpose that he created you for. But when you are careless and you don't embrace all those resources that God sends your way, that's how people end up wasted.
Yeah.
And you don't want to be wasted.
No, you must not.
Please, you must not be wasted. You must focus on who you are and where you want to go. Our speaker in a previous session said you must know where you want to go in order for you to go there.
Yeah.
So where is it? What is it that you want to accomplish in your life? And it is you who is going to take responsibility for that. No one is going to force you. No one is going to do it for you. I wish your parent could, but they cannot. I'm sorry. I wish your teacher could, but they cannot. You have to make personal decision for you to be able to move towards your goals, to maximize your potential, and to get the best out of your life. That is the difference between the high achievers and the mediocres.
But let me give you also a very appropriate example of the benefits of investing in people. When you are young, probably you think it's just a wonderful thing to be with a friend, a wonderful thing to help somebody, it's a wonderful thing to do this and that. But the Bible says you reap what you sow.
Yes.
What you put in people will come back to you in one way or another. Even now, when you are still young, what you do to somebody will come back to you in one way or another. Better still, if God gives you life to live like I am living life now. At this age, I'm beyond 75, I'm 76, going to 77. The things that I have invested in people are now coming back to me in kind. People now come back to me, you said, do you remember what you did for me this? Do you remember what you said to me at this time? Do you remember when we were together like this and you did this to me? And I have got all these anonymous gifts that come to me. Let me give you an example. When I was in college in Mukono, I talked about a shirt I gave to a fellow student. Do you know, today, as I speak today, if people want to give me a gift of clothes, they don't give me trousers. They give me shirts. And I have received, I don't know how many hundreds of shirts so far. Why? Because my one good shirt I gave to somebody who really needed it.
Yes.
But now I'm flooded with shirts. I give shirts to people like anything. Well, it looks like a simple example, but it's very biblical. What you sow is what you reap. If you sow in kindness, you're going to reap also kindness. If you sow in hatred, it will come back to you in violence. Whatever you sow will come back to you. So do not think you're useless. What you are going to give to somebody else will be back to you in one way or the other. And so I would feel that at least, again, I keep saying this over and over, you're not useless at all. You are resourced by God. Look around in your life and see what you can do to make your life fulfilled. If you can do positive things, my dear friend, there are multiple rewards, just like fixed deposit in people's lives. And so it is so enriching. For example, for me, my own tribe, I don't make a lot of effort to make them my friends because we are already in blood sharing. I go across to the other tribes that we don't relate in blood. And I make my friends out there and we walk with them, I learn from them. You know, in biology, cross-pollination is one species which goes to another species and produce something very exotic. My friendship with other people have given me a lot of benefits. Again, to my own people. And then secondly, a good name is better than riches.
Yes.
So if I keep a good name, I will not be the one to benefit from it alone. Even people close to me, my friends and my things, now, I live in my own village in Nebi. Nebians who go into the country, go Western Uganda, Eastern Uganda. When they meet people out there, they ask them, where do you come from? Oh, we come from Nebi. And you know the retired archbishop, he's our father, even if they don't even come to me. He's my uncle, They told me, we are eating using your name. Now, supposing I had a very foul, bad name, who will benefit?
No one would eat off of it.
So whatever you plant in people's lives comes back to you.
Full measure.
A big one.
Pressed down,
a big
shaken
one.
together,
Exactly.
and running
That's from
over.
the Bible.
Yes.
And the book is Luke chapter 6 and verse 38.
Thank you so much. And I just wanted to remind people that, by the way, reaping what you sow is not the same as reaping where you sow.
Okay, get us clarity.
So you gave that friend a shirt.
Yeah.
It's not him that is giving you 100
No,
shirts.
he's even dead now. Yeah, he's even dead.
Yes. So you reap what you sow, but don't hold people at ransom. Like, I gave you this, I gave this person this, they've never given me anything, they don't care, God in his own power rewards you in so many ways because you reap what you sow.
Exactly.
And it will come from many different directions and you will always never lack.
No.
Walking in purpose really works with a self-esteem.
Yeah, true.
Self-esteem and the confidence of knowing who you are.
Yeah.
Like, who am I really? What makes me me? Where am I going? And all those questions, if you answer them for yourself, you answer them leading to where you should be heading.
Yeah.
So have you ever sat down and asked yourself who you are?
Yeah. That's a good question.
What's your purpose? What's your vision?
That's a good question.
We see organizations hang vision, mission, and we think that's for an organization. But what about you? Do you just fall where you find yourself, or do you fall in places intentionally? Because that's what you want to shape in your life. If you don't know where you're going, any road will lead you there.
Yeah.
You will be going to Nebi on your way from Kampala, and you'll find yourself in Kabale.
Exactly.
Thinking you're going to Nebi.
Yeah.
But
Because you are living Kampala.
But we never get there. You'll never get to Nebi.
You can't.
Through Kabale on your way to Kampala.
No, you can't.
So if you know where you're going, then the compass will be clear. Then the direction will be ready. And every step you take will be towards where you're supposed to go. Dad already said the speed does not matter. Someone else may be moving at a terrific speed, and you may look at it and think you're slow. But if you are taking a step in the right direction, it is fine.
Yeah, you'll get there.
You'll get there. And you are there is not the same as my there. It's not the same as his there.
No.
We as long as we each define our there, we will get there.
Yeah. Self-esteem.
Yes.
Can I say something?
Please.
Self-esteem goes with self-love.
Thank you.
If you, for some reasons, got influenced negatively by what your parents affirmed in you, for example, your appearance is not good, your legs are not shaped properly, your head is big, your eyes are bulging, all those things are negative affirmations. In some parts of Uganda, including mine, names also can pump a very negative affirmation in you. What you really want to do to get clear picture of who you are is in the Bible.
Yes.
What does God think about the creatures that he made? One, he has created them in variety. Two, he has loved everything that he has created. So if somebody looks at you and thinks you're not presentable, you're ugly in appearance, your walking is not nice, if that is somebody looking at you that way, give that to them, because it is their vision which is distorted.
Yes.
God, the way he's looking at you is perfect. You are fearfully and wonderfully made according to the psalmist. Accept who you are. Accept where you come from. Accept that humble beginning that you came from. Why? Because you never made a choice. You got yourself there. If you were asked, probably you are going to choose something else which may not even work for you. Accept where I've come from. Now, how are you going to sort yourself out? Then get a reformation in your mind of what you actually know God says about you. You can renew your mind according to the word of God, and that is what God intends to you, that your minds must be renewed so that the way you look at yourself, you love yourself. You know, many people struggle when they look at their faces in a mirror, for example. I think women struggle more. Girls and women struggle more when they look at themselves in a mirror and they don't quite like what they're looking at. And therefore you think, I wish I was so-and-so, I wish my nose was like this and that, I wish my lips were like this and that, I wish my eyes were... No, but God is a perfect designer.
Yes.
What he designed you is unique, and you are unique in all ways. You are an individual, not a carbon copy. You are an original. So feel very proud, first of all, of who you are, and then go out there, present yourself as somebody who has something to contribute. Then you'll discover inside you there are a lot of gifts given you. Use those gifts with confidence. If you fail, do not be too shy to ask. Because when you ask, it means you want to do better. It's not stupid to ask questions at all.
Yes.
Anybody who asks wants to learn. So ask questions where you cannot. Then when you learn something, be able to share what you know with other people as well. If you think you have nothing, you will end up having nothing entirely. But if you think you have something, there will be something that you have to give to somebody. I want to give you an example. 2013, having finished my work as an archbishop, I was going to travel to America from East Coast to West Coast. I took a young priest with me. I gave him one advice. I said, never go and sell your poverty to the Americans. Because you're not going to sell poverty. He said, I understand. So our first stop was Virginia. I went to my friend's home, and they gave him, the church allocated him a family. He went to that family, 4 days in that family, had a fantastic time with the lady of the family. And towards the end, the lady said, now, can I take you and do shopping for you, for your wife and children? He said, I'm very happy, thank you very, very much. I don't think I need to accept your shopping because we are just beginning. We have 3 weeks to go. If I start shopping here, by the time I finish, what will I carry home? Too much. So thank you very much indeed. Do you know that woman had a shock? This is an African in Uganda. He's refusing shopping. He's giving him these gifts. He came to tell me, I said, you have passed the test, number one. You know, at the end of our trip, that young man came back with things which he was given because he had a testimony. He had what to share with people. He talked about his walk with Jesus Christ. He talked about the work he's doing. He was very positive, meaning he had self-confidence. He may never compare himself with an American because not an American is Ugandan from Nebi. And even from Nebi, you can offer something worth. He got a laptop. He got a lot of clothing. In fact, when we met in Heathrow, he was only having a hand carrier. I said, is that all you are coming with to America? He said, yeah. No, by the time he came back, he had 2 suitcases. He did very well. 2 years down the road, I took him to Singapore, where we did ministry there. And in Singapore, he behaved so well. You see, part of our problem, in our mindset, we think we are poor. How do you qualify poverty, for example? Does poverty mean lack of material things? No. There are guys who are rich and they're poor.
Yes.
So we went to Singapore. We had a week there. I did my teaching. I was given $20,000 US dollars for my ministry. But the Archbishop there asked me, can I please have your priest come and study for his master's program with us? We want to sponsor him. He's a good guy. He knows what he is. He went to Singapore. He did his master's degree. So don't look down upon yourself for one reason or another. Why should you? God has given you values already. God treasures you for who you are. God loves you so that he sent Christ to die for you. So when you look at yourself, feel the confidence of knowing who you are, go out, contribute what you have, and that may be all people want from you.
Thank you so much. And I like the fact that you acknowledge that people can say things or do things that can make someone lose their confidence.
Also true.
From the careless word from your parent, teacher that doesn't know how to build but is actually breaking you down, friends, peers, teenagers that, are laughing at your skin, pimples, or anything.
and your vocabulary and the way you say things.
Yes. So all those can work against you. They can conspire to make you lose your self-confidence, your self-esteem.
Yeah.
However, if you recognize who you are and whose you are, then you're going to not believe all that.
Yeah.
Because as Bishop says, you are fearfully and wonderfully made.
Correct.
So why would you accept all those things that are aimed at putting you down? They are not you. Mm-hmm. And whatever anyone says from the outside, it cannot destroy you.
No.
Like Jesus said, what comes from outside, is it Paul? What comes from outside does not destroy the body, but what
does
comes
not defile
from
the
inside,
body, no.
defile the body. It's Jesus. So it's not what comes from outside, what other people say.
Yeah.
It is what you actually believed.
Yeah.
Before they said it, what did you believe? Now let me ask you. If someone told me, stood there where you are, and told me that I have green hair, would it bother me?
Yeah.
It would not. Why? Because I am 100% sure that I don't have green hair.
You know who you are.
I know who I am. I love who I am.
Yeah.
And if you told me that I have a dark skin, I would say, yes, I've carried that from the beginning of time.
Yeah.
And I love being me.
Yeah.
So now for you, who are you? How do you relate with who you are? How do you relate with what other people define you with?
Mm-hmm.
Don't give people that don't have good intentions too much power.
Mm-mm.
Because when you accept and allow the things that other people say about you to define you and to make you feel bad and to make you doubt yourself, that is really giving
you lose your bearing.
Yes, and that's giving them too much power.
Mm-hmm.
Too much power that they don't deserve.
Don't give them that power at all. They don't deserve it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The
correct.
only one that has power over you is Jesus Christ And he will never tell you you're ugly.
Absolutely.
Would he really ever tell anyone that they are ugly? Because when he created you, he said everything was
beautiful. Wonderful. It's good.
And you were part of that which was good. Part of that which was beautiful. So please do not ever accept those demeaning comments to lower your self-esteem.
May I also add the fact that our backgrounds do not define us.
They don't.
The homes we come from should not define us.
They don't.
I think what you really want to look at positively, from the poverty you were born in to the success where you are, is that poverty you were born in motivated you to begin to work to redeem that family.
Yes.
If I was born in a grass-thatched house, for example, and my father, after I am accomplished, are still living in grass-thatched house, I have failed as a child.
Yes.
I have done disservice to my parents. I'm so happy to know that there are some children who have come from backgrounds which were really needy, but when they have made it in life, they transformed their parents. One person told me, my mother, when I was able to get for her a car, I wanted my mother to also be driven in a car because I was able to. Why? Because where she brought me up in, things were difficult, and that was my father and my father's home. But now that I can help my parents, I want to honor them. And so I have changed their circumstances. If we in this country would do very positive things from the point where we are into our rural setting. You have Mr. Wilbur, who was here, first of all, coming from a rural setting, and how he has begun to transform his own village. Took a school there, is now hoping that the health center can become a hospital, has built a church in the village. And he said, what I am doing is to promote my own village. You know, I said, you're a hero. Yes. You are really a hero because you're a product there.
Yes.
So now how can they be proud of you having come from their own background, but now things are changing because you have brought the change, which means you have achieved for them as well. Now, do not allow your background to define who you are, and don't even deny it by the... I'll give an example. When I was a teacher in Lira, I had a friend who is an Irish guy. He was my friend. So I said to my friend, if you're really my friend, let me take you to the village. So I'm going to take him to Pakwach. That's my village, where I grew up. And there were no phones to alert people where we are going. So we arrived there with this Muzungu in his car. We parked at home. And the only place they're going to give us to sleep in is my old house, which I built with my own hands, grass-thatched. And the bed they're going to give us is a papyrus mat. Now think about a Muzungu and I. He brought a sleeping bag. He did not know that the temperature in Pakwash is like Kasese, is very hot. Now he did not know there were mosquitoes there. So now this is my friend, is lying next to me. I'm on this papyrus mat with him covered in a bed sheet. He was in his sleeping bag. The temperature could not be managed. He opened the sleeping bag. The mosquitoes came on him. He zipped it up. The heat came on him. We suffered the whole night. So we woke up in the morning, looked at each other, and we laughed. Did you sleep? He said, about you. Did you sleep? So we laughed. Now what am I doing? I am introducing my friend to my background.
Yeah.
To my background. What am I afraid of? I am not afraid. You know, that man saw me grow in my life. The last time I saw him, he's an Irishman, he's still alive. The last time I saw him, I am a retired archbishop going to address a congress in Belfast. He was there. Now this is the guy with whom they slept in the same papyrus mat years ago.
Yes.
What you are today is not going to be what you are tomorrow. Your tomorrow is going to be different. So confidently accept where you came from, but redeem the situation there.
And people with that kind of confidence grow easier than the ones who deny.
Who are shy and hiding away and trying to say, no, I'm a poor man. What? But you know the truth. The son of a rich man is born naked. And the baby of a poor man is also born naked.
Yes.
All of us begin our journeys
Yes.
naked. We are all
Yes.
poor, by the way. We do not have at beginning what belongs to God at the end of it. The earth and all that is, it belongs to God, not to us. If you are rich, what about when you are going back to your own home and your body is going to go into a coffin? A coffin. Are you not leaving a 6 feet king size bed out there? Your bed becomes a coffin. And Job, having lost everything within a single day, he said, naked I came, naked I go. The Lord gave, the Lord has taken away. We are poor people. We are poor people. What we have is given us for now. When the right time comes, I'm going away. I never take anything with me. Nothing. So we better be humble.
Better be humble.
Yeah.
And the issue of stepping into who you are and being propelled by it
Yeah.
to your success
Yeah.
is very powerful, because you get successful not despite of your poverty. It's not like, even if I was coming from poverty, I am still successful. No. Many a time you actually become successful because of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is your fire
Yeah.
that fires you to
Yeah.
go. Just like a rocket it can send a spaceship up in the air. The power that shoots it out from below here is where you begin. Where you are beginning there should help you to be motivated and very fired to change circumstances.
So wherever
Just
you are.
similarly, many successful people have suffered a lot. They have struggled through life,
Yes.
but they never gave up.
They don't. And not giving up is the single definition of success
And
compared to
self-confidence.
failure. Yes. Because honestly, I think it's Michael Jordan, the
great basketballer.
Yeah. He said he has missed 3,000 shots, and he's
Still a
successful. And he's a star because of that. Because he misses and he goes back.
Yeah.
He misses and he goes back. So the greatest people actually are successful because of accepting their failures.
Yeah.
Jack Canfield is the writer of Success Principles. And he wrote Chicken Soup for the Soul. It's a series of books. It has sold 50 million copies, something like that or more. And he says 400 publishers turned him down.
Yeah.
They refused to publish him.
But they never gave
the
up.
401 publisher allowed to publish his book, and now it has sold, is it 50 or 500 copies? Like, so many. And it's unbelievable. Otherwise, if he had stopped at the 300 one,
He would have been lost.
he would have been lost. So don't give
And
up.
the readers who have been lost as well. Those who have benefited now could have lost.
Don't give up.
No.
Just accept that there are challenges in life, there are blocks, and overcome them.
Yeah.
Because you can step on your failures, on your fears,
Yeah.
so that you can be propelled to your success.
Yeah.
Now, finally,
Finally.
Dad, I want to know. This will not scare you. You're not dying soon. But when you finally die, oh Lord, what do you want to be remembered for?
If you looked at my DVD, which is 41 minutes under Orombi Mania, From Grace to Grace, I said, in that conclusion, in that DVD, I said, I want to be remembered that Henry Luke Orombi lived a holy life, like Enoch, and he was not because God took him. I really wanted to say to myself that the legacy that I want to leave behind is finishing well. Paul said, I've fought the good fight, I've run the race, I've kept the faith. He was not speaking from heaven, he was speaking from earth here. That all that he did was successful, and therefore is ready to go. When I'm an old man, I just want to leave back behind me a good name, a good legacy, where I can feel in my conscience I have never stepped on somebody's feet, I have never wronged anybody, I try to be faithful to God. I try to be a true friend to people. I try not to pay evil for evil. If I can be that kind of person, I'll go to the grave and I will lie in peace. I'll go to paradise and sit with Abraham.
Wow.
How about that?
Yeah. Why am I eager to join you?
Well, we can go together, but I don't
No,
think Fred
please
will like
no.
it.
Please no. Go about 20-something years before me. You were born about 20-something years before me. So,
And as a matter of fact, I told God he should take me home when I'm 96. So 20 years to go. I don't think you want to go that quick.
No,
Yeah,
no,
okay.
not at all.
Please,
I'm celebrating my
we arrive
100.
differently, so we depart differently.
Anyway, thank you so much. Just look within, find who you are, find what you're created for, what you're crafted for. How are you wired? What charges you? What do you bring? And go after it without apology.
Yes.
Permission
Yeah.
already granted.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go after who you are, go after your potential, and fulfill it here on earth. Honestly, for me, that portion of heaven that God wants me to have while still here on earth, I want to have it. So
Amen.
please, don't miss your portion of
Yeah.
heaven while here on earth. Work hard, seek your most accomplishments, and enjoy your life.
True.
We love you. Please subscribe to this
Yeah.
channel and let's stay in conversation.
Yeah.
Comment and let's know how you feel and what you would want us to bring. If you have any topic that you feel we should address for you, please make a suggestion in the comments
Sure.
so that we can be able to come with it and to meet some of those needs that you may have from this program. God bless you.
God bless you.